Kishan, yeah. Come forward, please. Next, Kishan, Anita Kumari, Karmarkar, Raghavendra Reddy, and Krishna Garu. Kindly be stand here. I request Kishan Garu kindly present a sapling to Dr. D. Raja Reddy Garu. Now I request Anita Kumari Garu kindly present a sapling to Madam Anuradha Reddy Garu. Now I request Karmakar Garu kindly present a sapling to Sri Ved Kumar Garu. Now I request Raghavendra Reddy Garu kindly present a sapling to our Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Badam Srinivas Garu. Now I request Krishna Garu kindly present a sapling to our Head Department of History, Dr. G. Dayakar Garu. So for short time. Thank you very much, sirs and madams. Now I request today's president of the function, Professor E. Sudharani Garu, kindly conduct the further proceedings. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. Now we have reached the end of 2-day intellectual deliberations. Rather, I call it intellectual feast. We enjoyed the sessions. Now I respected our Vice Chancellor, Chief Guest of today's valedictory session, Professor Sitaram Rao sir, and our Chief Guest, our guest of honors, Sachimurthy Garu, Dr. Raja Reddy Garu, and Ved Kumar Garu, and Anuradha Reddy Madam, a very vibrant, always, whenever she is there, full of the Telangana spreads over. Ved Kumar sir is a silent supporter of us in many ways. Whenever an academic issues or sessions are happening, he never wants to disclose his name, but he helped us in many ways. I welcome all of you on the dais, Dean and our HOD, the local secretary, and off the dais, Professor Chennareddy Garu, Virendra Garu, Professor Vijay Garu, and several other esteemed guests from outside Telangana who had come here, and our most important, our faculty, deans and directors, and assistant professors for the pillars of any event, academic event in our university, and my beloved research scholars who are here for 3 days continuously, helping us in many ways. Thank you so much for being with us on these 2 days. Now I have to play the role of presiding the session. I was a host, I was a paper presenter. Now the role is different. So we had for 2 days, the report is there, Professor Srinivas is going to present. Before that, this archaeological excavations in South India, particularly the theme of the South India Numismatics Society, while thanking them for choosing us, Ambedkar Open University, as to host this very eventful national seminar and 32nd annual conference. Doing the wonderful work for the past 3 decades, bringing out the journal, reaching out the public through annual conferences in different places of parts of South India, and coming out with the thematical presentations and bringing as a proceedings and the journal. So this kind of academic exercise is hard to find these days, because numismatics is always associated with a lot of hard work, excavations, and government support is essential. And the researchers' willingness to find new things, and how many people, the historians, the numismatists, the archaeologists, and the researchers, like vibrant scholars like Raja Reddy garu, who together, it's a collective NGO to dig out the past, and which unearths a treasure trove of ancient coins, providing invaluable insights into regions' rich history and challenging the existing history. So every time a new excavation takes place, we add something new to the existing history domain knowledge. One of the most striking findings comes from the excavations in most parts of Tamil Nadu, Telangana. Every day somewhere some new thing is going to happen, bringing out, enriching history with the new excavations. The use of numismatic evidence conjunction with archaeological findings enables scholars to reconstruct the history of South India to greater accuracy. For example, coins minted by Cholas dynasty, Vijayanagaras, and here in Telangana also. In the morning itself, we have discussed several places in Telangana. And these have facilitated the identification. And one more important is the metallurgical studies and digital imaging, which facilitated the identification, classification of the coins with unprecedented precision. The techniques not only help in dating the coins, but also understanding their circulation patterns, minting techniques, and cultural significance. Morning Professor Vijaybabu sir was talking about, we know that we have received the coins and we have deciphered what is there on the coins, enriching the history, enriching the dynasties, and several other aspects like women rulers and all, which I have presented. But one thing is missing out, what Virendra sir is talking about, is those who were artisans who worked for this, bringing out the coins. So that aspect is very difficult to decipher, but still, we can make an effort in medieval times, at least, where some records are available. And the mint started by Asaf Jahis. And Asaf Jahis in Telangana played a greater role in 1941 to 44 excavations, brought out several Buddhist sites in Kondapur and Nalgonda district, and several other places. So this enriched the existing history. So in this way, these 2-day deliberations have fulfilled the objectives which I have cited yesterday, of reaching out in covering all these aspects, the scientific aspect, the historical aspects, and interpretations. So thank you so much for being with us. And with this opening remarks of mine, now I call upon. So we'll have responses later, I think. No, first we'll have responses. Okay. So I invite our esteemed guests from outside Kerala, Sri Rajesh Kumar, Archaeological Department, Kerala, to come and give the response of the center.
Respected dignitaries on the chair and the members of the South Indian Numismatics Society. First of all, we show our sincere thanks to the organizers of 32nd South Indian Numismatics Society's conference. The paper presented here are praiseworthy, and it is very useful to the newcomers and researchers. The food and accommodation is highly appreciable when we compare to the previous years. So we give a special thanks to the organizers in this regard. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, staff and professors deserve special congratulations in this regard. The cultural programs gives us a soothing effect. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
now I call upon Mosmi Karnikar from Kolkata.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you to Ambedkar University for this opportunity for newcomer. This is my first paper, and also thank you to Numismatic Society and the seminar very good. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Awesome. We call upon Dr. Tirupati.
Myself, Dr. Tirupati, Department of History and Tourism Management from the Kakatiya University from the Warangal. Respected Vice Chancellor, dignitaries on the dais and up the dais, and my co-participants. I am happy to part of the 32nd Annual Conference of South Indian Numismatics Society. For the first time, I am attending this society annual conference. I learned a lot of knowledge on numismatics. I so much learned from the delegates, knowledge on Shatavana kinds and Roman kinds, etc. Accommodation is very good. We are accommodated in clean and neat rooms with AC. In fact, the reception is also good. The organizers provide good food. The organizers also provide transport in the university, those who are needed. That is very good. I wish that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University will organize so much seminar like the university have capacity conduct national seminars like Indian History Congress and South Indian History Congress also. I thanks to organizers of the department, especially local secretary Professor Ghazula Dayakar sir, for providing me an opportunity to be a part of it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Tirupati, for your kind words. And now I call upon Dr. B. Srinivas. Please introduce yourself. From where you have.
Good evening, sir. తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాను. నా పేరు డాక్టర్ బి శ్రీనివాస్, అసిస్టెంట్ ప్రొఫెసర్, గవర్నమెంట్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ భీమ్గల్, నిజామాబాద్. కాకతీయ యూనివర్సిటీస్ రిసెర్చ్ స్కాలర్ కూడా సార్. ఈ 2 రోజుల సెమినార్ ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా, ఆనందంగా, ఎంతో నేర్చుకునే విధంగా కొనసాగడం జరిగింది. అయితే ఇక్కడికి మేము పేపర్ సబ్మిషన్ చేయడానికి వచ్చినామనే దానికన్నా నేర్చుకోవడానికి వచ్చినట్టుగానే ఉంది. అయితే ఇందులో గొప్పగా చెప్పుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, ఈ సెమినార్కి రావడం ఫస్ట్ టైం. ఇక్కడ జరిగినటువంటి అనేక విషయాలను తెలుసుకొని మేము కళాశాలలో విద్యార్థులకు బోధించడానికి చాలా అంశాలను ఇక్కడ నేర్చుకోవడం జరిగింది. అలాగే ఇక్కడ యూనిటీతో అంటే ఒకే వేదికగా తయారై ఒక మంచి ఆర్గనైజింగ్ ఉంది మేడం. ఇక్కడ ఈ హిస్టరీ డిపార్ట్మెంటు అంబేద్కర్ ఓపెన్ యూనివర్సిటీలో అద్భుతంగా పనిచేసింది. ఇది ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినటువంటి ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి తెలిసిపోయింది. కాబట్టి ఇట్లాంటి సెమినార్లని ఇంకా ఎక్కువగా ఆర్గనైజ్ చేయాలని కోరుకుంటూ ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినటువంటి పెద్దలకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Thank you, Srinivas. If you all cooperate, only this program will get success. Thank you for the words. And I may now call upon the next agenda of the items, report of the seminar by Professor Srinivas Vadanam, Seminar Co-Director and the Dean Faculty of Social Sciences here.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sitaramrao Garu, today's chief guest of this valedictory program, respected senior professor, Professor Sudharani Garu, president of this program, and respected Anuradha Reddy Garu, respected Vedakumar Garu, respected Satyamurthy garu, most respected personality of our times, Dr. Rajareddy garu, and Dr. B.G. Dayakar garu, local secretary and head department of history. Good evening to you all. In fact, first of all, I would like to express my sincere thanks to South Indian Numismatics Society for giving your opportunity for this, conducting this seminar and as well as annual conference. Because Department of History organized many seminars on modern India and medieval India also sometimes. But ancient India, we didn't focus on that area. For a long time, we have desired to conduct this kind of seminars in ancient Indian history also, particularly numismatics and archaeological sources and other important sources regarding. But this time we got chance to organize this kind of program. So thank you very much, Dr. Rajareddy garu, Dr. Jayakishan garu, Dr. Virendra garu, and all executive body of South Indian Numismatic Society. Thank you very much. And one more information is our department side, we are planning to introduce numismatics as a certificate program or diploma program from next academic year. Already discussed with the department persons, and in our university, we cannot start immediately a program or course or diploma because we have to prepare some course material for our learners. That is important and big task for us. So from next academic year, definitely we are planning to introduce numismatics as certificate course or diploma course. Thank you very much for that also. And for this report, yesterday we started our inaugural program at 10:30, and the inaugural ceremony commenced with a warm welcome by our PRO, Dr. Venugopal Reddy garu, and presidential remarks after that, and traditional lighting of the lamp symbolizing knowledge and enlightenment also, we conducted that program also. After that, presidential remarks has given by Professor Sudharani garu. Yesterday, our chief guest, Professor V. Kishan Rao garu, member of the advisory board at the National Archives in India and former registrar of Usmania University, and guest of honors, Professor K.P. Rao garu, Dr. A.V.R. Reddy garu, our registrar of our university, and Satyamurthy garu, Radhakrishna garu, and all distinguished guests gave wonderful messages about the numismatics, importance of numismatics, and the opinions also they shared their experiences with numismatics. And Dr. Rajareddy garu gave one keynote address on contributions of Shatavahanas to ancient history. He stated that the Shatavahanas had literary works of outstanding merits. In the world history, the place of the Shatavahanas has a special mention. 1/3 of BC was ruled by them. Inscriptions, coins, and literary works are the perfect documentations of history. 2 inscriptions were found in the last 30 years in Karimnagar. The latest was as early as 10 days ago. Rajareddy garu explained about this information in his keynote address. The existence of Chimuka Shatavahana was found through coins. 420 Panchamud coins were found in Karimnagar and 10 coins in Isampalli. Shatavahanas had the tradition of putting Sri on their coins. Finally, advised young people to study coins because they gave accurate information. Everybody knows about that. Coins is the most important and valuable sources to writing history, to write history. And also, Kishan Rao garu, as is a chief guest, he has given some, he has thrown his light on the numismatics. He was of the view that everyone had knowledge and they were an encyclopedia in themselves. Numismatics is a source of inspiration and plays a major role in construction or reconstruction of history. He said that every historian should go to the spot of ancient discoveries to record their observations. Learning is an everyday process and it should be continuous activity for every student of history. So after the inaugural program, after lunch, we started technical sessions. In fact, due to paucity of time, we clubbed some technical sessions. Now, first technical session chaired by Professor K.P. Rao garu, a senior professor from University of Hyderabad, and many scholars and delegates presented their papers. And first paper presenter, Dr. Mary Sunanda, Department of Education in our university. She has presented a paper on rediscovering the study of coins to reconstruct Indian education system from the past, present, future, issues and challenges. She emphasized that coinage is the primary source of research. And after that, second research paper, Mausami Karnakar on Coins of South India, 6th CE to 9th CE. Focused on significance of coinage in South India, punch marks, coinage, minting techniques, and cave painting. She focused on that. And after that, Dr. Sarojini Amma presentation was on Varahan and Rupee pattern of old Travancore, emphasized on Varahan and Rupee patterns of old Travancore and bringing up pattern issues of Travancore state. After that, Rajesh Kumar presented a paper on gold spirals used as coinage in the Kerala Archaeology Department. Samrat presented a paper on silver coins of Gonka Silhara King, emphasized on history of Silhara King silver coinage. And Srimati Beena Sarasan presented a paper on a 1/10th unit of the Biruda Mada of Kulottanga, one of the Chola dynasty, and focus was on Kollam's maritime trade relations with Sri Vijaya numismatic evidence, trade relations, different gold coins. And Dr. Radhakrishna presented a paper on cyclic years of Kannada, focused on types of cyclic years. And after last one, Dr. Raja Reddy Garu presented a paper on Kandur Chola gold coins, focused on epigraphic of rules of Kandur Cholas. Evening, we organized one endowment lecture of Professor V. Shakuntala. She is from Department of History, Venkateshwara University, Tirupati. She covered many areas like coins of Vishnu Kundins and enhance the coinage and the seals and inscriptions of Vishnu Kundin coins, lion, bull, and temple type of coinage, Vishnu Kundin rulers, cultural study of coins, dynastic symbols, and the catalog of Vishnu Kundin coins. She covered at length about Vishnu Kundin's times coinage. And we completed our with the cultural programs of in the evening. Kuchipudi performance by Kumari Lakshya Rachapolu, disciple of Abhinava Tapaswini, and Sangeeta Natak Academy awardee Professor Alekya Punjala, and songs and saxophone by Naga Subbarao. After that, magic by coins Kaja. We ended first day with great enjoyment with our local talent of our presenters, our performance. In second day, we started technical sessions chaired by Professor Vijay Babu Garu, Department of History, retired professor from Kakati University. First paper, Dr. Raja Reddy Garu presented a paper on inscriptions of Shatavana, Prince Hakusin coins excavated at different places of Telangana. Gattu Singaram and other information, local information, sir has given. And after that, combined paper was presented by Sri P.V. Radhakrishna on Roman copper coins in Salajing Museum collections. Hyderabad explained different coins like Constantine one, Constantis. After that, a paper presented by Sri Joseph Francis on unscribed Chera coin recovered from Egypt, emphasized on how Chera coins came from Egypt to Karur, India. After that, Srimati Beena Saran, yesterday also she presented a paper, and today also she presented one paper on 1/10th of the Birudo Mada of Chora Chalukya Kurottanga 1 explained the description of inscribed Chola coins. She was a retired IRF officer. Thank you very much, madam. Excellent paper you have presented. 2 days you have spent here. Thank you very much. And also, Sri Rajesh Kumar presented a paper on numismatic finds with Alfaza districts, Kerala, a new discovery focused on significance of and importance of Venetian ducats and Veerarayan Rasi Panas. After that, Sri P.V. Radhakrishna presented a paper on typological continuity of ancient dynasty in central India, which is focused on different types of coins like copper punch marks coins, Gajalakshmi and Abbas. And Sri Tirupati presented a paper on significance of the coins in Indian history, a study focused on coins of Indian history, and coins are useful in reconstruction of India. And Sri A. Suresh presented a paper on catalog of Roman coins found in India, a historical survey with special reference to Aravatmuttan's enigmatic catalog. And sir also presented 2 papers. Thank you very much, sir, Suresh Garu. And K. Anit Kumari presented a paper on Qutub Shahi's archive coins from Kondapur, focused on silver coins found at Kondapur.
And
better to mention names or the total number of papers.
complete, sir. Within 2 minutes, it will be complete.
To
M.S. Srinivasa presented a paper on corroborating numismatic with other archaeological evidences in Telangana, problems and perspectives. The main emphasis was how the archaeological evidence is helpful in history, writing in academic research, and correlation and contextualization numismatic evidences. And after that, Professor E. Sudharani Garu, director of the seminar, presented a paper on women rulers of Indian kings through coins, focused on patriarchal male dominance and Nagarika issues. The coins like Ashwamedha coins, etc. After that paper, Krishna Priya presented a paper on historical analysis of Shatavahana period motive and symbols. And our scholars, Virubai, Krishanti Rawat, and other scholars, Srinivas, and other scholars presented papers on Kakatiya coins, source of Telangana history. And Ravindranath also presented a paper on coinage, Qutub Shahi dynasties, a historical survey. And after that, our head of that department of history and local secretary of the seminar, Dr. G. Dayakar, presented a paper on coins of Asafjais, a historical study. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Srinivas, for elaborating on the report. And now we have the presentations of guests of honor, messages from the guests of honor. And then before that, I request Dayakar to introduce the chief guest and the valedictorians, the guests of honor.
Very brief. Sir, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. Dignitaries on the dais, up the dais. Now, Anuradha Reddy Madam, intact Indian National Trust for Art and Cultural Heritage convener for Hyderabad chapter, has been a history enthusiast since her childhood. For more than 5 decades, she has been traveling extensively and actively exploring heritage sites within the and outside the India. And another guest, Dr. D. Rajareddy Garu, a reputed Eurasian and a versatile numismatist and a historian. He was born on 18 November 1938 at Jangampalli village of Nizamabad district, Telangana. He has written 9 books on ancient coins and more than 25 articles on numismatics. He is one of the founding members of the Deccan Heritage and Deccan Archaeological and Cultural Institute. He also a recipient of Lifetime Achievement Award of Madras Neuro Trust. Another guest, Dr. Satyamurthy Tyagarajan, is a senior archaeologist and conservation scientist with 36 years of experience in archaeological survey of India and now leading an NGO engaged in conservation of ancient monuments and train young engineers in the field. Published more than 100 papers on various subjects connected with the ancient Indian history in English and Tamil. Editor of Journal of South Indian Numismatic Society, Chennai. President of Ancient Indian Sciences and Archaeological Society, Mysore, Karnataka. Many more such positions to preserve ancient heritage and culture. Awarded Shilpa Kala Ratnam by Sanskrit Academy, Chennai. Our beloved Professor Kusma Sitaram Rao sir, Vice Chancellor, Ambedkar Open University. He is a retired professor, public administration and human resource management, Kakatiya University. He has occupied prominent administrative positions such as Head Department of Public Administration, Chairman, Board of Studies, and a member in charge of the University Library, Deputy Director, and Joint Director in the School of Distance Learning and Continuing Education, SDLC. Director of Self-Finance Courses and University PG Colleges and Coordinator Officer, UGC Unit of the Kakatiya University and Dean Faculty of Social Science and Vice Chancellor of our prestigious university, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Open University. As a Vice Chancellor, he has initiated various academic and administrative reforms measures introduced in our university. Thank you. Thank you. This is the group. Sir. Sri E.R. Vedakumar Manikonda sir. He is the Urban and Regional Planner and Chairman, Deccan Heritage Academy Trust, presently as Governing Council Member, Intact, Indian National Council Trust, Art and Culture Heritage, New Delhi, for 3 times, 2016 to 2019, 2019 to 2022, 2022 to 2025. Thank you once again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Madam, request received based upon Government Council member in that community to give his message.
Respected Professor Sudharani Garu, and today's chief guest, Vice Chancellor, my old friend Sita Ramana, and Satyamurthy Garu, Dr. Raj Reddy Garu, Anuradha Reddy Garu, Padam Srinivas Garu, and the and many friends here with whom we are associated in art and culture and heritage. I had a great opportunity to be part of these 2 days because 32nd South Indian Numismatics Society thought of having their conference in Hyderabad at Ambedkar University. And we are happy and proud that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar University, Social Sciences Department, and History Department agreed to host and organize so meticulously. The papers what I have read are very interesting, very meticulously handled. And happy to note that they decided with this 2 days conference to have numismatic certificate course or diploma. I think we're happy. And if possible, I'll try to be a student of this university.
Thank you so much.
I look forward to hospital. Madam has to prepare, and Sudha Madam has to prepare curriculum soon, and we'll also be there to support in any way we can be complementary, supplementary to your initiative. I think anyhow, South Indian Numismatic is already on the task.
Collaboration with them only we are planning.
So I'm new to this subject, and in my engineering college, Manipal, Philosophy Society, or Professor Krishnamurthy started with a lot of experience in chemical engineer. And I was one of the founder member of philately. Then there we started to what is philately and how to collection, how we know history through philately, importance of people, areas, society, and culture and history. Anyhow, numismatics, right from them, especially Hyderabad, Deccan, Qutub Shahi area, and Kaktiyans, and Qutub Shahi and Asaf Jahis. There are plenty of history, layers of history we have in this region, Deccan region. And I was told, I read even Professor K. P. Rao also mentioned in his first paper, saying that the highest coin collection in the world is the second highest is in Hyderabad. And previous Sena Reddy and K. P. Rao was archaeology department heading and museums in here. And I had an opportunity to visit our state museum, and Sena Reddy was director. And many historians, all of us, we were traveling to many heritage sites and historic places. We also had appointment at archaeology department museums, and he opened treasure, No, certain lockers they don't open to show to everyone, except some guests designated from the state government. So that time there is a permission, and we have seen that Jedakopu gold. Adi Buddha, a kind collection low. The rarest things we have seen, but we are just layman. But whatever they were explaining, we really liked it. So these are all the inspiration we have among these historians and archaeologists and numismatics. Since a decade, I am closely associated. I'm trying to attend always numismatic. They invite and the like, and all of them, they invite us and we'll be we are part of whatever happening in numismatics here, even a mint. See, our mint is one of the popular mint in the country. And recently our old mint, we converted to the museum. We were all of us part of the museum for the creating a museum, and a lot of discussions we were together. And last national, Raja Reddy Garu was the chairman. We had a Salajang Museum was a venue, and we visited a Mink in Charlapalli also. But as a part of Hyderabad heritage inventory, I studied for 2 years, the biggest study for 625 kilometers. That time, Sultan Shahi, Raja Reddy Garu, మీరు చెప్పారు సుల్తాన్ షాహీలో మన ఓల్డ్ మింట్ అక్కడ ఉండే బిఫోర్ దిస్ మింట్ ఎట్ సైఫాబాద్ Sultan Shahi, myself, Dr. V.K. Bawa, all of us have been there. And it is just like a now certain part is in cellar. Agada stables, Guravan Gatteskutunaru. But still, we recognize and put forward to the government to see that it is intact till we take further decision. I think we are working on that. Possible we'll try to go to the history of our Hyderabad Mint. Already Mint is working on that. Friends of Mint. And I think I had a great opportunity. I want to, as our friends said, we have come here to learn. So I attended a few sessions, but I'm definitely benefited. And now one thing we have undertaken, Deccan Heritage Academy, for which I am the founder and chairman. We have been working on one of the megalithic site, Budimal megalithic many hill site in Narayanpet district, old Vaibhav Nagar, in Maktal constituency. So there, I think we have proposed to the government about 2 excavations. Maybe by this year end, we'll try to do 2 excavations. And we'll be happy if we can get some coins there. Recently, we have got in Panigiri, few days back, I think all the glass coins is a lead rare. Lead coins. Lead. Yes. So now even this 3,000-year-old megalithic site may give us some more and deep into this. We'll be happy to provide to you all. So Mr. K.P. Rao is heading our scientific committee in our this thing, and government has already sent it to tentative list to UNESCO for inscription. And Vasu, Virendraji, and K.P. Rao, and Jackishan, all of them were there in one of the round table we had in the State Museum about a few months back on Mudumal megalithic mini site. Thank you very much, Professor, for giving me the opportunity. And definitely we will look forward to be a student of Dr. Ambedkar University in Numismatics.
Thank you, sir. So I'm so happy to audit yourself. Definitely will take your help in designing the program too. Sir, the next agenda item, now I call upon Srimati Anuradha Reddy, President Intact Hyderabad, to give her message.
Namaste to everybody. I will speak in Telugu from my regional Telugu of Telangana, which has a mix of Persian, which has every kind of language, and we are connected also through metal, through so many places. I'm very happy Sitaram Rao sir is from my village in Hanumukonda in Vakuri, that we are connected in history. Dr. Raja Reddy and I come from the same district in Nizamabad from my father's side. Dakar comes from my Nainama and Amamma's area of Vanapatti. Then we had somebody from Bhimgal, Srinivas.
Yes.
Where is Bhimgal? Where is Srinivas? Where? Indur and Bhimgal from my ancestral, my father's side. And then we have Dr. Jay Kishan. And of course we have Virendra. And then we have Vijay Babu, who is connected to us to KU, Warangal. And I don't know who else. I will briefly mention how our Hyderabad Mint got reopened. It was during the conduct of the seminar NSI, Numismatic Society of India, which is based in Varanasi. And Dr. Raja Reddy was also instrumental in that. We had Dash Sab, who was heading the new mint. I call it new because for me, I'm Hyderabadi, I'm multi-Hyderabadi. And I had the honor of having used the original currency that was printed here and the wonderful coins that were minted also in the various mints around Hyderabad state until 1950. The coins were of such quality. We have seen all over Hyderabad state, they had various mints. Various people had the right to mint coins also. And it was during this meeting that was held at Sarajam Museum that Das Saab invited us to visit the new mint at Cherlapalli. And I said, what I want is our mint. Cherlapalli sab kal aaya. Baad mein aaya, naya hai. What I want to see is my mint. And he took it very seriously. And before we knew it, he took it up. I did the first sweeping of the building in the mint. We opened it up. We cleaned up certain areas. We got the budget from somewhere. And we opened the mint. This shifted from various areas of the Golconda kingdom that came all over the state. Then came to Sultan Shahi and was finally shifted in the 1900s to where it is today, behind the new Secretariat building that you know today. Wonderful, it is intact. The machinery is intact. The polishing tables, the weighing scales, everything is intact. The structures. I wish on this occasion to mention the contributions of the Asaf Jahi rulers who gave us this part of history. To also mention the contribution of the Golconda kings, also who gave us our mints all over the country. We also had what is called the Pestanji Shahi mint, the Parsis, who came from the Marathwada area, who could also mint their own mint. The Hindu Samastans had judicial, they had police, they had several administrative rights of their own. But we all used the money, the currency of Hyderabad state. So here we are connected with what I like to call today history in metal and metal in history. History in metal and metal in history, because that is what are the coins. We have with us Dr. Jayakishan, who has done intensive research on what is it called? Archaeometallurgy. Archaeometallurgy, because he has done intense research on the metal that was mined in the Telangana, which has been mentioned in several publications by French travelers, Tavernier, and so many others. I'm also proud that I'm part of that Indur, Tirunapalli, where we did the mining, where we still have areas where we have the crucibles. We have Antamadone in Tirunapalli, which is still unexplored. And in Indalwai, where we are going to have our Sri Ram Navami festival on the 17th, also has unexplored mining sites. So we are connected deeply with metal, which was used also for weapons, but also for coins in this case. And Bhimgal, part of the Samastan Indur and Bhimgal, which was a Kakatiya Pargana. So we have huge histories in this region. And I'm very thankful to Dr. Raja Reddy for putting us here. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes. No doubt, yes.
And it is also my privilege that we were able to contribute in a small way to the bags that you are taking home the material in. It is that coin which Dr. Raja Reddy wanted on the bag. So we designed it specially that it is happening here in Hyderabad, that you take home something local and you remember the Shatavahana coins of the area. So with these very few words, we are connected everywhere through various links to history, to metal, where the coins were cowrie shells. And I know that in our Samastan in Tirunapalli, we did not mint coins, but we traded in pieces of gold or silver, and they were called Gunjalu. Those, huh? Gunjalu. Small red and black seeds that were used to weigh silver and gold to trade with all the different areas, also with rice and things. So with this, having learned more in the last 2 days, and having been part of that NSI conference last 2 years ago, we are very happy that our mint is open, that we have been able to contribute. And I encourage people to go and visit and go and see the place because it is a wonderful museum. Every single original thing is still there. And also the unit that was used for printing currency is now being used by the government India for printing stamps and other judicial papers and things. So once again, we are very happy to everybody on the days here today. Dr. Raja Reddy, who started this, then we start from Sitaram Rao sir, my neighbor in Hanumkunda in Warangal also. And Sudha, of course, she and I have worked together in discovering women of the region. We worked around Nizamabad with my great-grandmother, and she was able to document a lot of things because she works on women.
Janaki Bai Amma.
Her name is Chilam Janaki Bai. And these are things that I wish to share because there's no point in just going. We are the last handover generation. And to know these things and be valuable to the younger people who take it forward, I think we are the last handover. So thanks to all of you for letting me be here today. I want to mention one more piece of metal at the end. Vadanam Srinivas. Vadanam, I asked him, do you know what is it? And he said, I'm not sure. And I said, his family comes from Patel family in Suryapet district. The men would wear silver belts on their dhoti. So it was a recognition, also very practical, so it doesn't fall down. But it was a silver belt and it indicated the position of those people in their society. So here again and again, we have metal all the time. So I thank everybody for being here and thank you for letting me be here and look forward to meeting everybody again. And I congratulate the university in taking the decision to take numismatic forward. I recommend also that you call NSI because they have huge contributions and it will give us a much better, wider coverage also to women. And before I go, I have enjoyed the campus for 2 days. The rocks are wonderful. I hope very much that we will be able to give an Impact Heritage Award to the university.
Thank you. Thank you.
What?
Vice Chancellor's initiatives that we are able to protect our heritage, the rocks and the trees and the...
We are approaching 18th April, which is World Heritage Day. I look forward to being able to recognize that.
Thank you so much. Thank you, madam. As madam brings out the history of Telangana, more particularly Hyderabad history, and rightly pointed out by you, ma'am, we are the last generation to, next generation should be ready to take the mantle. Thank you so much. Now, I may now invite Dr. Rajani, sir, President of the South Indian Institute.
I must be the happiest person sitting around here. Just a few weeks back, myself and Dr. Satyamurthy were worried that how we are going to conduct the 32nd annual conference of our society. We just met Professor Sitaram Rao and his team and so on. Absolutely, they were so kind and then so efficient, and they helped us in every way to conduct this conference, even though we requested them just a few weeks back and so on. So it makes us very happy. And on behalf of the society, I thank Professor Sitaram and the whole team and so on. They made our life very easy. And you all know that the coinage was invented around 6th, 7th century BC. And then greatest contribution of the coins was the help in the decipherment of the Brahmi and Kharosthi scripts. It happened only around 1830. And but for the decipherment of the Brahmi and Kharosthi script, 80% of Indian history before 1000 AD would not have been there at all. That was the greatest contribution of the ancient coins and so on. Realizing the significance of the coins, we have got two leading societies, Numismatic Society of India and the South Indian Numismatic Society. And very happy to know that this university going to start the numismatic courses from the session onwards. That makes me feel very happy that in whatever way our society and myself will contribute for teaching and providing the material for that course and so on. I just want to thank the university again, and then very happy that this conference has been a success. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sid. Now we have 2 books to be released. One book is I may have gone upon for such a the book is Numismatic Illustrations of Prestige Volume of the
Sir.
Numismatica ఉంది సార్. Script to our sir. They may have
Human Services and Works done by Dr. B. Rajan Reddy garu.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Felicitation to sir. By Professor Janarati garu, former director of archaeology department. Yeah, next book to be released is The Richness of Cultural Heritage, Historical by Shiva Madhuri, brought out by Deccan Heritage Academy. Yeah. Author Shiva Madhuri is here.
Okay, sir.
Deccan Heritage Academy published, just it has come from the press to this conference, and copies are with Vaddam and Sadhakar. Maybe you will be issuing to you. Shiva Madhuri is the writer. He studied Nalaganda, Deccan College, and this is her work.
Thank you so much.
And I'm publishing 2 articles next issue, that is Vasans and Sudha Madams in Deccan Land. So I assure you, every month I'll publish 1 or 2 from this conference. Each episode. Thank you.
Now I request the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Sitaram Bajari, to give state reference. Later we have the valedictorian respect with Dr. Sachimurthy. That's the reason he wanted.
సభకు సభ్యులకు నమస్కారం. Honorable President of this valedictory program, Professor Sudharani, Senior Professor of our university,
and Director GRC-RD of our university, and Dr. Raja Reddy Garu, President of South India Numismatics Society. Today's chief guest and valedictory addressee, Dr. Satyamurthy Tyagarajan, editor of South Indian Numismatic Society, and Srimati Anuradha Reddy, President of INTAC, Hyderabad, Sri Vedakumar Manikonda, Governing Council member of INTAC, New Delhi, and Professor Vajanam Srinivas, Co-Director and Dean Faculty of Social Sciences, Department of History, Dr. Gazula Dayakar, Head Department of History, and also various historians, academicians, teachers sitting in this. Professor Vijay Babu from our Kakti University, and Chinnaredi Garu, Dr. J. Kishan, who's best friend of mine since long time, Dr. Srinivas. Really, they are working hard to introduce us the ancient Indian Telangana history to us. And really, it gives me immense pleasure to be with you on this very interesting and wonderful valedictory function on the occasion of 32nd Annual Conference of South Indian Numismatic Society. So the topic is very interesting: numismatics and reconstruction of South Indian history. Very, very interesting topic, no doubt. So I really appreciate the efforts made by our Department of History here. And when Dr. Raja Reddy Garu and Jai Kishan and Srinivas, when they have come to me, I was immediately jumped to the idea to accept it. And I told Dayakar, this is your responsibility, you should not go back. Take it as a challenge and make it success. So he did it. Help of Professor Sudharani and Srinivas. They also did a good job for this nice result we are seeing today. So, altogether, there were 3 plenary sessions: inaugural, valedictory, and endowment lecture, and 5 technical sessions, and more than 50 papers have been presented by different scholars from different parts of India, especially South India, from Bengal also. Mostly Karmekar. She also did, young scholar, she did good work in this aspect. So I feel that this great academic event not only given us an opportunity to learn many things about history, and also it has become successful. And in a way, it has motivated our university and our history department to introduce certificate or diploma program in numismatics. That is the wonderful result. For that, I am very happy. And they have came forward enthusiastically to introduce this program. I don't know how do they work on it. By next academic year, with the help of this society, you must introduce this diploma program as a special program which encourages young scholars to take up studies of ancient Indian history, and if possible, pre-ancient Indian history also. So, as you know very well, really, to be frank enough, I'm a lover of history, but I am not specialist in history. I am very much interested in history. From the beginning of my school days, history and geography was two of them are my interesting subjects, but unfortunately, I did not become student of history. Out of interest in politics and administration, I have studied public education. Otherwise, I would have studied history. So, very interesting. Madam has made a very interesting statement. It's a dialectical statement. History in metal, metal in history. The wonderful statement. Thus, that explains the importance of coins or coinage in the either construct or reconstructing the history of a particular region or a country or anywhere. I have two reasons, very strong also, to support this conference. One is, and made it possible here in our university. One is, the present history teachers in many universities confined themselves to modern history. I was making this complaint many times. So, the availability of history experts of medieval, ancient, and pre-ancient period are becoming rare species now, and they are now endangered species also, in my opinion. So there is need for giving more emphasis on ancient, medieval, ancient, and pre-ancient histories of our country. Another strong reason for me is now the present trend in politics of India or Bharat, whatever you say, the trend is towards distorting the pre-ancient industry. I don't say distorting, it is a lot of controversy, arguments, counter-arguments, right or wrong, there is serious discussion is going on. And now we went back to Treta Yuga. I don't know, we may go to Kruta Yuga also. Because cyclical theory of history, not Arnold Toynbee. Hindu philosophy says that Yuga, Manvantaras, that we cannot define or count or mention the history. So, now the trend is like this. Nowadays, we need to make dispassionate, objective study of both ancient and pre-ancient histories. But we have, for our sake of convenience, we have divided time, past, present, and future. Is it right? So sometimes I get doubt. This is only for our present. But in my opinion, the time is like Nadi Pravaham. Nadi Pravaham, Madam freedom ichindi, Telugu maatladani kuda. I'm very sorry, some of them are maybe from other states, but they will definitely understand me. Sure. Column like Pravaham, Nadi Pravaham. ప్రవాహంలో అది నిరంతరంగా కొనసాగుతుంటది కాబట్టి ఏది పాస్ట్ ఏది ప్రెసెంట్ ఏది ఫ్యూచర్ చెప్పడం కష్టం. దానికి స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్ ఉంటుంది, ఎండింగ్ పాయింట్ ఉంటుంది. మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, ఎక్కడో మధ్యలో ఒక చోట చిన్న దానికి అడ్డుకట్ట కట్టి దాన్ని మనం స్టడీ చేస్తున్నాం, దాన్ని హిస్టరీ అంటున్నాం కదా. బట్ హిస్టరీ ఈజ్ ఏ కంటిన్యూమ్, హిస్టారికల్ కంటిన్యూటీ అంటారు చూసినాం మనం. దట్ హిస్టారికల్ కంటిన్యూ అంటే కొనసాగింపదు, నిరంతరంగా కొనసాగుతూనే ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మరి అటువంటప్పుడు హిస్టరీ అనేది లేయర్స్, లైక్ సొసైటీలో ఇట్స్ లైక్ లేయర్స్, వేరియస్ లేయర్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇది పోతా ఉంటే చాలా విషయాలు తెలుస్తూ ఉంటాయి మనకు. కాబట్టి హౌ టు మేక్ హిస్టరీ అండ్ రీకన్స్ట్రక్ట్ హిస్టరీ is also a very big challenging question before our social scientists and also our historians. Especially, it is a very contending, challenging issue nowadays. So now, if we understand historiography, basically there are 3 or 4 methods are there: literary sources, archaeological resources, and also the other sources are there by and large. But these are not only this. Nowadays, the science, research in science is also contributing a lot. If you wanted to study the pre-history, pre-ancient history, పురా మానవ శాస్త్రం లేదా పురా చరిత్ర అంటాం మనం తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే, రాంభట్ల కృష్ణమూర్తి గారని వెనకటి మంచి చరిత్రకారుడు ఆయన జనకథ అనే పుస్తకం రాసింది. చాలా మంది మీరు చూసి ఉంటారు, చదివి ఉంటారు, లేకుంటే చదివిన వాళ్ళు ఉంటే. అండ్ హీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్స్ పురా చరిత్ర గురించి. వాట్ హీ సేస్, హీ కంపేర్స్ విత్ ది పాలియంటాలజీ, అంటే పురాజీవ శాస్త్రం. పురాజీవ శాస్త్రంలో ఒక సైంటిస్టు ఎక్కడో తవ్వకాలలో ఒక చిన్న బొక్క ముక్క కవపడితే దాన్ని తీసుకొచ్చి మొత్తం ఏ జంతువు ఏ కాలం నాడిది, ఏం ఆహారం తినేది, దాని రూపం ఎట్లుండేది మొత్తం పునర్నిర్మిస్తారు వాళ్ళు. అట్లనే పురామానవ చరిత్ర, పురా చరిత్ర మనం తెలుసుకోవాలంటే చాలా విషయాల్ని మనం అర్థం చేసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. దాంట్లో ముఖ్యంగా మనకు ఇవాళ రేపు జన్యు శాస్త్రంలో వచ్చిన రీసెర్చ్ కూడా చాలా హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది. పాపులేషన్ జెనెటిక్స్ సార్ తెలుసు, ఎందుకంటే మెడికల్ సైన్స్ నుంచి వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఈ నోస్ వెరీ వెల్. కాబట్టి ఈ జన్యు శాస్త్రం, పురావస్తు శాస్త్రం, పురామానవ శాస్త్రం, తులనాత్మక భాషా శాస్త్రం, మైథాలజీ, వేదాలు, పురాణాలు, సంస్కృతం సాహిత్యం, తెలుగు సాహిత్యంలో ఉండే పురాతన గ్రంథాలు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా దే బికమ్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ సోర్స్. మీకు అంతెందుకు, సురవన్ ప్రతాప్ రెడ్డి గారు రామాయణ విశేషాలను ఒక పుస్తకం రాసిండు. మరి ఎంతమంది చదివినో నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ ఆయనే చాలా స్పష్టంగా చెప్పిండు. రాముడు మనకు ఒక రకమైన మార్మికత అనే కళత్తాలు పెట్టుకొని చూస్తున్నాం మన పురాణాన్ని. కొంచెం ఆ మార్మికతను కనుక తొలగించి కనుక మనం చూస్తే రాముడు హిస్టారికల్ మ్యాన్ అవుతారు, ఖచ్చితంగా హిస్టారికల్ మ్యానే. అట్లే విధంగా మహాభారతంలో ఉన్న పాత్రలు కూడా యూ కెన్ ఫైండ్ ఇట్ అవుట్ దట్ దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ నౌ, సిస్టమేటికల్లీ దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్. యూ హెవ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్. కాబట్టి ఈ ఖగోళ శాస్త్రం కూడా ఒక్కోసారి ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. గ్రహాలు వచ్చి మహాభారత యుద్ధంలో అది ఎంతవరకు నిజమో నాకు తెలియదు, కానీ సైంధవుడిని చంపితే చక్రవర్తం వేసిండు అంటే మరి ఏంటి, అక్కడ సూర్యగ్రహణం వచ్చి ఉండాలి ఆ రోజు, లేకపోతే మొత్తం 40 ఏళ్ళు అవుతుంది. అట్లా ఆర్గ్యుమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, లేవని కాదు నేను చెప్పేది. వై ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. నౌ ది historical method or historiographical methods are being influenced by the latest research trends in various other subjects. మనం అనుకుంటున్న ఖగోళ శాస్త్రం, ఆస్ట్రానమీ కావచ్చు, పాపులేషన్ జెనెటిక్స్ కావచ్చు, మైథాలజీ కావచ్చు, there are linguistics, comparative linguistics, all these sciences are contributing a lot. ఆ రకంగా చూస్తే మనం, there are so many recent books are there. Tony Joseph, Early Indians, 2018. David Reich, Who We Are and How We Got Here, 2018. David Anthony, The Horse, the Wheel, Language, 2016. Adam Rutherford, A Brief History of Everyone Who Lived Here, 2016. Very, very latest books. and our historian Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. These are very latest works which are contributing to understand the history. Why I am telling all these things? Because only thing is that now we have to shift our focus. Not simply, don't confine yourself to modern history. Please go back to medieval and as well as ancient and pre-ancient histories also. So these are the very important acts. చాలా మనకు మైగ్రేషన్స్ జరుగుతున్నాయి. మైగ్రేషన్స్ లో భాగంగా చాలా మార్పు వచ్చింది. అంత దూరమైన జెనెటిక్స్ లో మన సిసిఎంబిలో ఒక పెద్ద చర్చ జరిగింది ఇక్కడ హైదరాబాద్. జెనెటిక్స్ లో లాల్జీ సింగ్ వాళ్ళు ఇంకెవరో ఆయన ఉన్నారు సైంటిస్టులు. ఆర్యులు పశ్చిమ ప్రాంతం నుంచి ఇటు రాలేదయా, ఇక్కడి నుంచి ఆడిపోయినాను మొదలుపెట్టిన వాళ్ళు ఉల్టా. తర్వాత అది ప్రూవ్ అయింది, డిస్ప్రూవ్ అయింది. అట్నుంచి ఇటు వచ్చింది అనేది కూడా ప్రూవ్ చేసిండ్రు. ఇవన్నీ ప్రారంభం ఏం చేశారో కల్చర్ మనం కనుక అక్కడ ఉన్న హిస్టరీ కనుక మనం చూస్తే ది లిపి, ది స్క్రిప్ట్ ఆన్ ది సీల్స్ ఆఫ్ హరప్పా స్టిల్ నాట్ డిస్ఫర్డ్. స్టిల్ దట్ కాంట్రవర్సీ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. మరి ఏ భాష ఎప్పటిది అది, ఇండో యూరోపియన్ ఇలా ఎక్కువ ఏది ఎక్కడిది, ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఆన్. అదేవిధంగా న్యూమిస్మాటిక్స్ కూడా they play very, very important role as a historical methodology or historiographical system to explain the history of ancient. Sorry, in the 6th, 7th century lo vachina coinage. D.D. Kosambi garu kuda I think he explained the mana vaadukalo ee coins ఎట్లా అరిగిపోతాయి, దాని కార్బన్ డేటింగ్ ఎప్పుడు విడుదల చేసిండ్రు, ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు వాడుకలో ఉన్నాయి, ఎంత అరిగిపోయింది, దాన్ని బట్టి కూడా చెప్పవచ్చు మనం ఎప్పటిదని. ఇట్లా చాలా విషయాలు మనకు ఈ శాస్త్రం ద్వారా, దాంట్లో మెటలర్జీ, లోహ విజ్ఞాన శాస్త్రం, మా జయకిషన్ ఇస్ పాపులర్ ఇన్ దట్ వుడ్స్ ఇండస్ట్రీ, డమాస్కస్ కత్తులకు అవసరమైన ఉక్కు ఇక్కడి నుంచి పోయిందని చెప్పి నాకు ఎంత ఇన్స్పైర్ అయినా అప్పుడు తెలంగాణ మూమెంట్ లో చదువుకొని పోయి కమ్మర్పల్లి ఆ ఏరియా అంతా కొలువు ఉన్నాయని చెప్పిండు ఆయన. ఇట్లా చాలా విషయాలు బయటకు వస్తున్నాయి. కాబట్టి మనం ఈజీ రీసెర్చ్ కోసం కనుక ఉంటే అయ్యా మీరంతా మోడర్న్ హిస్టరీలో ఉండండి. కష్టపడదలుచుకుంటే ఏన్షియంట్ హిస్టరీకి, ప్రీ ఏన్షియంట్ హిస్టరీకి పోండి. పోతేనే మన చరిత్ర అనేది సుసంపన్నమవుతుంది. ఇట్ విల్ బికమ్ స్ట్రెంగ్థెండ్ అండ్ మనం ఖచ్చితంగా మన కాళ్ళ మీద గట్టిగా నిలబడి ఎవడొచ్చినా we can argue out and defend ourselves. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I once again extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Raja Reddy and his team and the South Indian Numismatic Society Executive Committee for giving us this opportunity to organize this 32nd annual conference in our university. Thanks once again. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. You said that you don't belong to history department, but you have much historical knowledge about the subject and its understanding. And thanks for encouraging the history department to come out with the diploma program also. Definitely we offer them take out this for the next year. And yes, we are in dearth of ancient and medieval history faculty. So kindly give us permission to hire few ancient history teachers to the department so that that will be enriched, and so that we can take up this academic programs more and more and reach out our scholars and encourage them to take this ancient and medieval history. Thank you so much.
Not take, we can hire this service in so many ways.
With your permission. Thank you so much, sir, for motivating us. And now I call upon Dr. Sachimurthy Garu, Teresa, to give the validated.
Professor Ram Garu, President of this university, and Professor Tigaram, multifaceted personality of this university, and all of the delegates and also the dignitaries from our staff. Of course, the validity address, I don't know why she made me to tell. Maybe anyway, I will just precisely tell about the numismatics. This when we decided about the hosting, they decided to host it because we generally give only not the topics, we give only the hosting by them. That's all we say. But the subject was selected by the Department of History only. I am very much thankful. I much indebted to you. This is the numismatics and history of technical history. It's a great subject which we all toiled for 30 years to come to this level. But anyway, this from the beginning, I think there was so much of reservation. That is whether the historians take all numismatics evidence to them, or vice versa. Whether the numismatics give the evidences to them. They simply, some of them also said that they just discover and keep it, and it's not coming to the historians' notice. That is one of the maybe the reason. But that gap is not only between the historians and the numismatics, even among the archaeologists. You know, it took about, for me itself, I joined Archaeology Survey of India in 1970. Of course, it took about 30 years. In Nagaland, I put my career in Nagaland. That is a securator, a small museum at that time. It took about 20 years for me to come to this numismatics to take and learn about and also come to, because we were doing only excavations, explorations, and all of that things. I not come. But the birth of South Indian Numismatic Society, 1991, gave me some interest, and also Dr. Krishnamurthy wanted me to come here, and I took interest in the subject that came. So that gap was not only between historians and numismatics, even now it is there. In the Archaeological Survey of India, it is still, I worked there for 36 years, I know very well. That is even now, not much people are taking interest in numismatics. It is a subject oriented. But anyway, numismatics and history, it cannot, without numismatics coins reference, it may be the vice versa. You know, the earlier stage is the coins play a vital role. When the research, both in archaeology and history, expanded after the independence, in post-independence time, there was a big gap. In the earlier period, that was not there. When Wheeler was excavating, that is in 1945. That is, of course, Archaea made so many subjects into. He found it a great problem to date the potteries. One such particular pottery, russet-coated painted pottery. That pottery was known as Andhra pottery, because that particular pottery was found throughout South India, but it was found more in Andhra sites. So that pottery was named as Andhra pottery, but it was very difficult to name that pottery. But once that pottery was dated, that it will be possible to date all the other sites also. At least a datum line can be given. That was his research. So he was searching, but he excavated Brahmagiri, he excavated Chandravali. Chandravali, he could find a Roman coins associated with this pottery. And again, this pottery, this so-called Andhra pottery was associated with the russet pottery was associated with the rouleted ware. So the rouleted ware got the date of that particular Roman coin. It may be the 1st century BC to 1st century AD. So fix the datum line for, that is South Indian, that is potteries. That was the learning part. That is in South Indian archaeology. Earlier to that, they were not knowing that is what would be the date of it, because Indus Valley was discovered. They were dating it so early. But what would be the date of the South Indian, that is the historic sites? Up to the magnetic sites, this is different story. But it is what is historic site can be done. That gave. So points played a vital role that was taken by, that is Mortimer Wheeler in 1945. He dated Sandra Party on the particular web. He dated all other sites, and then they gave a datum. Of course, the research started and continued. So that was the thing. Again, the coin only, there is only this numismatics evidence played. Again, later day, recently also, what happened? That is, there was, if you see the numismatics program, especially this Roman coins, if you take a chart, you will find that is the early Roman coins, means up to the 300 BC. The 300 AD, may of course see, you can find only more in West Coast. Afterwards, late Roman coins, you can find more in the East Coast, including Kerala, including this Andhra. You can see even Krishna Sastri's catalog, and so many catalogs have come, and so many publications have come. So there was a mystery how that is suddenly that is the Roman coins in the West Coast stops. And this more coins, late Roman coins are found in the East Coast. That was the problem. We had a separate conference seminar for that also. Then we learned that scientifically it was proved that not only the numismatics gave it gave the evidence for this geographical change also. Around about 300 AD, means the sea, there was a great tsunami-like effect in the East Coast. So many ports, even these the so-called West Coast port, got silted. So the direct trade from the west and east stopped with the west coast. Of course, Kerala stopped to be a very main area to that. Kodungalur was a main port. That stopped to be because it got silted. So Periyar was silting directly into this graben, that it got silted. So it stopped. So now that is trade was there only in the East Coast. This was evidence given by a scientist, and also it was corroborated by all other numismatics also. So this numismatics is not only for writing history, it is also the geography, geology, and everything. And also numismatics, generally people don't go for study of numismatics, as we think it is not an easy subject, because for knowing or detailed study, we require this chronological study, historical study, metallurgy, as he's telling, metallurgy of each and every period is changing, metallurgy knowledge, technology. Of course, Satavana kinds, whenever I see our presence, speech and also slides was very much amazing, because the Sarvagana kinds in the south is the primary coins which gives interest to study the coins. All other coins will be little rustic, but you can see the Sarvagana coins is a very well versed and also very designed coins. So it gives very minute knowledge. Also you would apply so many things, chronology, paleography, so many things you have to understand also. Astrology, astronomy, everything you have to understand to date a coin. So that is the reason why generally people are not coming much to numismatic studies. But now I think more young people are coming up. 2 days I'm seeing that is there is very good deliberators. I'm very thankful for selecting the subject, and also I'm very thankful for hosting this conference. The time is very short, I'm not elaborating, and so it's we have got a very good turning point. Of course, this university is going to take. If it is a small university, I may not say much, but it's open university. So anybody can come, anybody can study. So it is a good turning point. I can tell so many persons we can go, so numismatics can go and study there. So it is a good turning point, especially I'm very thankful to this university, and especially this Reagar. It was very much, he was very much always, whenever I phoned, he never said no, it was very full. And also Narani and all other persons, Veerendra also, are one of the oldest colleagues. There's so many people who are assembled here. Of course, I am very much thankful to each and every one of you. All the papers presented were, we hope that is being published if you cooperate in giving a very good script and also giving a very good soft copy. So now, on behalf of the society, that is, I request our Just to honor our Vice Chancellor for hosting this conference. That's giving all the host.
Very kind of you, within a short period of time, you have come up with all the minor details of the numismatics. Thank you.
Yes, madam, we will come back.
Such a great honor.
Yes. So,
Beautiful mementos. I request Jagdishan sir also to thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Now, felicitations to the esteemed guests. And Virendra sir, మీరు మాతో పాల్గొంటారు.
I had yesterday. So many shots.
మనందరం కలిసి రాజారెడ్డి సార్.
Sir.
చెప్పండి తర్వాత చెప్పండి.
Now felicitate to Satyavut.
మైక్ ఆన్ చేస్తాం.
Now felicitate to Vedakumar sir. Now felicitate to Anuradha madam.
Happy.
Now felicitation to our Dean Faculty of Social Science.
మనకొద్దు సార్ వాళ్ళకి మిగతా అసోసియేషన్ వాళ్ళకి. అదే జగదీషన్ సార్ చెప్పమ్మా.
Felicitation to Dr. Jayakishan sir.
వీరేందర్ సార్ నెక్స్ట్. శ్రీనివాస్.
Now felicitation to Dr. Virendra sir.
Open University.
Sir, name Janardhan class.
Oh, wonderful.
His colleagues. నా ఇల్లు కాలేజ్ ఇప్పుడే చెప్తున్నాడు.
Now felicitation to M. Srinivasan sir.
బాబు
Vadapalli. Vadapalli.
మేడం అంతా మీ వల్ల అయిపోతుంది. కరీంనగర్ వాళ్ళు తక్కువ. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, madam would like to say something. One word about subjects.
Since I mentioned several times that Hyderabad has the second largest collection of coins numismatic in the world, it is very apt to mention that it is due to the interest that Nizam the seventh Usman Ali Khan instituted in 1914 the Department of Archaeology and also collected the beginning of all these coins, and that today the deposited in the State Archaeological Museum in Pakistan. We must not forget that many contributions that are with us today are because of the ancients, whether it is the Golconda rulers or whether it is the Asset Giant rulers. It is them that have given us all. That museum square in the public gardens also had on the side something called the Ajanta Pavilion, which contains beautiful paintings, copies of the original Ajanta paintings that were here with us. So it is very apt that we remember him today, and we do not remember for other things which are less suitable today, but because of our tradition. And the world's second largest coins in India, in Hyderabad, are with us today.
I request the actor and Srinivas to join me in felicitating our Vice Chancellor, being encouraging this conference to happen. Okay. I request other itself. That's
Thank you.
Where is Jitendra?
Yeah. After this, moving to all the as I've already spoke in the beginning, so except thanking all for this wonderful today event. As the president of this session, I'm very feel humbled and I'm happy over the past 2 days proceedings of the seminar. And thank South Indian Numismatics Society and all the friends to be here. And now our esteemed guest, Dekishan sir, would like to address a few words.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
Respected dais and of the dais, I thank Professor Sitaramana Garu, Vice Chancellor, readily accepting for this conference, and I am also thankful to Dr. Raja Reddy Garu to give me a chance. And I want to give some information regarding the Nizam currency paper produced at Korutla.
I see.
Korutla paper was famous. That paper was used by Queen Elizabeth. Paper used by total Mughal Raj. This is Kagas ki Raj. So paper produced at Korutla was highly prized and sold all over the world also. So the same paper, modern paper, currency paper produced at Korutla, used by Nizam. Thank you very much.
Now, certificate distribution. G. Sarojini Amma.
She has a flight to catch madam all the way from Trivandrum.
Then Rajesh Kumar R.
From Kerala.
They were all my colleagues.
Oh, that's way.
What deputation there?
Temya Srinivasan.
Sir, your rich work help the numismatics also.
Sure.
And help us in developing the
Sure.
Next, Potaravani Tirupati.
Okay.
Presented Telangana. Taps kodamma. Presented papers in such a way like,
One just not clapping.
Okay, Anita Kumari.
Fine. Thank you. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, he said half an hour, but we took 1.5 hours. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. And yeah, he has an urgent meeting to attend. Thank you, sir. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Mausami Karmakar. This certificate distribution by Raja Reddy sir.
Come here.
Next, G. Francis.
నేమ్స్ చదువుతానే ఉండు వచ్చేస్తాయి.
చెప్పరా సార్
వెళ్ళిపోయారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Just one more minute. A formal vote of thanks by formal vote of thanks by Dr. G. Dayakar, the local secretary.
Followed by IT.
Yeah, after this vote of thanks, we'll go for tea and refreshments.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sitaram Rao Garu, dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, and delegates of the society who arrived from far and wide, I feel sincere, immense pleasure at the successful conclusion of the two-day 32nd annual conference of South Indian Numismatics Society. First of all, I thank the South Indian Numismatics Society for selecting our university as the venue. Third, a short time, I thank the university authorities, especially the Vice Chancellor and the Registrar for their wholehearted cooperation for the success of the conference. I thank the office bearers, especially Dr. Satya Murthy Garu and Dr. Raja Reddy Garu, Jay Kishan sir, Srinivas sir, and others for their cooperation, and Virendra sir. I thank the Srimati Anuradha Reddy Madam Garu, President, Intact, Hyderabad, and Sri Vedakumar Garu for their generosity in the shape of the providing the bus and other. Thank you, sir. Thank you for cooperation. I remember my teachers, late Professor Bobili Garu, Professor Vijay Babu Garu, and Professor Chenna Reddy Garu, who given support for the success of the seminar.
Manoj sir.
My mentor and my model, my brother, Professor Manohar Garu, Ramchandra Reddy sir, Chenna Reddy sir, and Dr. D. Venkateswara Reddy sir came far away for this session. I am very much thankful to you, sir. My strength is my well-wishers, friends and students, my teachers, Professor Manohar and Chenna Reddy sir, and other teachers who graced this occasion grand success. I thank due to them my mentors and seniors like Ramakrishna Varangal, Kumaraswamy, Rahim, Professor Radhakrishna sir, and faculty of social sciences teachers, friends, students, research scholars, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, directors, deans, heads of the branches, EMRC, technical sessions, computer sections, and also the director of the CSTD who gave the auditorium for two-day national conference. I am thankful to everyone for this occasion. Thank you, Manada.
Thanks, hello.
Snacks in here, please. Yes, national anthem last, please. All are joined to the national anthem. Punjab, Sindhu, Gujarat, Maratha,
Dravida, Utkala, Vanga, Vindhya, Himachala, Yamuna, Ganga, Uchala, Jaladhara, Tava Shubha Name Jage, Tava Shubha Shisha Mage, Gahe Tava Jaya Gata, Janagana Mangala Dayaka Jaya He, Bharat Bhagya Mata, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya He, Jaya 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 He.
Thank you all. Please join snack.